What's your career field and how did you get started?
I do accounting and tax. How I got started when I was in high school. I was playing basketball in my backyard. My dad pulls me aside, said, I'm not getting letters from David Stern, Dean Smith, who was the coach of Carolina, Roy Williams, the coach of Kansas, or Jim Herrick, UCLA. So in case this NBA junior years doesn't work out, you might want to pick something else. So, my dad, he was an accountant, so I researched his field, found out it was quote unquote recession proof, and since I was good at numbers, I chose that.
So basically, you telling me you was trying to go pro in basketball.
Yes.
That didn't work out,
No.
and you followed your dad career path, basically.
I did actually make pro. I played semi-pro
Oh,
for the
okay.
San Diego Guardians, but like the NCAA, most of us will be pro in something other than sports.
At what point did you know, like, okay, I'm not gonna make it?
Oh, I knew it in high school.
You knew in high school, but you just went basically just to
Yeah,
get the scholarship.
I didn't play on scholarship. I didn't play college ball.
Oh, you didn't. Okay,
No, but I knew because I had a classmate, Adam Hall. He was an All American. He was a little taller than me. He had a 50-inch vertical. When I saw I wasn't as good as him, I was like, that's what it takes to be in the NBA. Well, I don't have that.
gotcha, gotcha.
Yeah.
So you said you basically followed your dad path of doing numbers.
Yes.
And like, did he basically like mentor you in the field, or like how did that go?
He did a little bit, and then also was mentored by people like Charles Houston, who was the first black athlete on track scholarship at Baylor University. He was also one of the first black CPAs in the state of Texas. So he's mentored me, and I've been mentored by other people that do what I do that have done it bigger.
Yes, sir.
So that's who I've been mentored by.
What's the biggest lesson you learned along the way?
Um, there's a few, but I think the biggest lesson is it's two pronged. A, believe in yourself and your value, and then B, surround yourself with the right people.
Yes, sir. What advice would you give to someone looking to get started in your career field?
I would say get curious. I would say you can start out doing it on the side, even if you're in college, because to do taxes you can start out getting an enrolled agent license, which gives you credibility to the IRS, which allows you to get some clients online. Because you know a lot of people need help with taxes, and not just whether it's basic of filling out the forms, or what I do. You know, I've been fortunate to write a bestseller book on taxes called The Great Tax Escape. Why making more money doesn't mean to pay more in taxes. And I work with high net worth people and help them save millions of dollars, which allows them to add to their generational wealth. There's always a need for that help. So just find your lane. And then if you see someone that you admire that does it, ask them how they got there and see if they're willing to mentor you. You might be surprised.
How much was your biggest client? Like, what was their net worth?
I don't want to be giving names, but
No, you ain't got to give us no names. Just
my
give
big
us a number.
my biggest client personally has been I think this guy is probably worth 50 or 60 million.
50, 60 million.
Yeah.
And how did you get him as a client?
I was referred to by a friend of his who is a similar net worth. So, birds of the same feather flock together.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Wow. And for someone that's young like myself, I'm currently 25, navigating my way through life. What advice could you give to me and younger people around my age?
I would, as I mentioned earlier, you want to believe in yourself. I think of the Old Testament verse, Habakkuk 2:2, have a vision, make it plain. Make a vision board what you want your life to look like and
Yes,
put
sir.
it somewhere where you can see it every day and work towards it, and you'll be surprised what you accomplish. Because, I learned that for the first time in my late 30s when I had a girlfriend. I was living in California. She was a realtor. She gave me a book called The Secret, and I read it, and I made my first vision board. And the car I drive today was on that vision board 8 years ago,
Wow.
just a different color.